Kick, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook Gaming? Maybe not Facebook Gaming, but if you're looking for a live streaming platform or looking to move, we're going to do a breakdown of arguably the best options out there, and the results are pretty surprising. So let's not waste any more time and just get into it. This video is brought to you by the Nerd or Die Stream Overlay and Alert Store. Go check it out. Okay, first things first, let's consider who's in the running and who was in the running. So initially, there were 4 major contenders for being the live streaming platform for you. We begin with Twitch, we have YouTube, we have Facebook Gaming, and of course the most recent one, Kick. Now, we've actually got to remove one of these right away because about a year ago, Facebook Gaming, they shut down their gaming app, and while it still exists on their website, they've recently stopped accepting partnership applications. In simple terms, Facebook Gaming is done. Stick a fork in it and let's move on. Next, we have YouTube, a place that seemingly has it all. They've got live streams, they've got short form content, they have normal video edited content. Since we are talking about the best live streaming platform, I gotta say that while their live streaming is there, I guess, setting it up to go live and then being discovered is all very different from what we see on the other contenders, namely Twitch and Kick. Also, it's pretty obvious that recently YouTube has really started to understand how expensive it is to run a live streaming service, and with the refocus towards shorts these past couple of years, live streaming hasn't really grown all that much in terms of accessibility, functionality, or the big one, discoverability is still a pretty large issue where people are trying to transfer their live streaming experience from the likes of Twitch over to YouTube, and then they're expecting to have this exact same service and outcome that they had before. Because if you've streamed on Twitch, you know how it works as a streamer, and all I can say is it does not work like that on YouTube at all. You need to set a title, of course, but also a thumbnail, which I think throws a lot of people. One of the tactics I've seen work quite well with YouTube live streaming is to not just do a typical thumbnail that has the word live now on it or whatever, but actually focus on making it look and feel like a YouTube video. Using both the thumbnail and the title to describe what you're doing on stream that day honestly helps attract viewers, and it's not misleading. If you're going to be doing that on stream and you phrase it like it's a video, already you've got something there that's going to help train your mind whenever you're making videos feel more clickable, or in this case, your live stream more clickable. YouTube is all about whether or not that image and title combo is intriguing enough to be clicked on or not. I've even seen people live stream take the VOD of that and repurpose it into story-driven, edited, and short-form content, and it's actually helped them grow and earn revenue all within the one YouTube channel, but from different mediums of content. But if you're simply pumping out live stream after live stream with the same thumbnail over and over, unless you're already a top-tier streamer, you're going to have a hard time seeing growth of that on YouTube. YouTube's studio feature is also a massively useful tool for looking at the analytics of your content, understanding where your traffic comes from, down to the age groups and geography, even the most active times of day on your channel, right down to the hour. On top of this, they have a research tab where you can see what your audience is actually searching for on YouTube, how much traffic is going towards a particular phrase or game title, and while it takes time for this to really fill up with what I would call reliable information, it is exciting to have these tools and not feel so lost in a sea of creators with no clues as to where you want to go next with your content. Best of all, the more you diversify your content across the 3 available mediums on YouTube, the more you learn and the better chance you have of being discovered by somebody new. And considering YouTube's split is much better than the 50-50 Twitch is offering, coming in at 70-30, what they offer in terms of revenue streams is pretty impressive. Let's break it down. So, you can earn revenue passively from your past live streams as VODs, on top of short ad revenue and the normal format content ad revenue as well. In addition to this, you can use features much like those on Twitch and Kick to give your viewers a way to subscribe. Not in the YouTube way, but in the Twitch way, if that makes sense. They're called memberships, and one of the greatest things about these memberships is the way you can decide how many you have and what they cost for the audience. You can go as low as 99 cents and as high as $500. On top of that, when someone joins you as a member, their badge shows across all of your content, not just in your live streams. So if they comment on a short that you put out or any of your recorded content, that comment's going to show up with the membership badge, and they'll show higher up in the comments as well. So it's not just a badge of support, support, it comes with customization and some small benefits too. In terms of revenue streams on YouTube, there's actually a surprisingly large amount. They have Super Chat and Super Stickers, which Twitch have just released as a feature for their platform as well. These also primarily seem to be used in a live stream scenario. I think this is a great way to give money to the creator and get your message read out. And it's kind of similar to how a tip might work. Then there's Super Thanks. This feels more focused on donating through recorded content, such as normal format videos or shorts. It does feel similar, but with an added extra of animating some visuals on the video whenever you donate, as well as highlighting their comment in the comment section. On top of all this, YouTube are rolling out a way to promote your own products with YouTube Shopping, Brand Connect, where you can work with an increasingly expanding range of sponsors that YouTube seems to be collecting, as well as YouTube Premium Revenue, where people pay so that they don't have to see ads on YouTube. YouTube seems to work with this program to distribute a portion of it as another revenue stream to creators. There was a tweet by Roberto Blake recently that actually listed all the current revenue streams that YouTube offers, and even mentioned that they're going to be bringing out more monetization methods down the line for things like podcasting. So there's a lot of potential here for any type of creator. Now, while I said that YouTube has been paying less attention to live streaming in the past, I do feel like we're at a turning point and they are paying more attention to it now, as they actually recently announced that they are offering earlier access to the YouTube Partner Program by lowering the requirements to access it quite considerably. Now, this is pretty big because although this won't get you access to ad revenue on your videos, not yet at least, it will get you access to Super Chat, Super Thanks, memberships, and much more. So you can see they've dropped the requirements to get people live streaming, and I think this is a positive sign that YouTube is wanting to pay more attention to live streamers in general. Twitch's current state can be described as problematic, and that description may be described as a massive understatement. Their CEO of over 16 years, Emmett Shear, recently resigned, and people seem to feel that he was pretty disengaged from the whole Twitch thing for quite some time. His replacement, Dan Clancy, the new CEO of Twitch, has been described already as out of touch with streamers. Within a week of being CEO, he announced some big layoffs for Twitch and Amazon, approximating to around 400 people, but they've yet to announce who that is. It's hard to see Twitch improving unless they bring in a new CEO with relevant expertise to replace Dan Clancy, who was the guy that announced through a newsletter about the 50-50 split that was now going to affect partners being a way to, and I quote, signal that we're in this together. Okay, Dan. Thanks. With that said, Twitch are pretty adamant that they're happy with this decision and have no regrets, since they are focusing that 20% that partners have now lost out on into better discoverability on the platform, with Chief Monetization Officer Mike Minton saying that they had 3 main goals: helping streamers build their audiences, helping streamers maintain their audiences, and giving streamers ways to make their audiences part of their content. They also recently expanded their stream tagging system, as well as adding analytics to let streamers see which tags and categories are drawing viewers to their channel. Kind of similar to what YouTube Studio currently offers and has done for quite some time. Nonetheless, it is great to see that Twitch are expanding their tools for creators, and I really hope that they follow through with these promises, since Twitch really does nail that live stream energy quite well. They need to stay true to these promises, stop making bad judgments such as the branding and sponsorship restrictions they 180'd on recently, and listen to the community. Properly listen. Now, let's talk about monetization on Twitch. So, Twitch has primarily always had a tier system where you buy a certain amount of bits, pay the commission yourself, and then the streamer gets 100% of whatever you give them from those purchased bits. But just recently, they've announced a feature that's similar to the Super Chat feature over on YouTube, and they've donned it as Hype Chat. It's a 70-30 split, and it works the same way as Super Chat, where your message can be pinned to the top of chat for a period of time. If you're paying a certain amount, the more you pay, the higher your message gets pinned. However, they've only made it available to partners on Twitch currently, and with the requirement to get partner on Twitch a lot higher than it is to get into the partner program on YouTube, you may not see this feature on your Twitch channel for quite some time. Twitch, of course, has 3 subscription tiers: tier 1 at $5, tier 2 at $10, and tier 3 at $25. Beyond that, there aren't any other monetization options that Twitch currently offer, apart from ads that they'll run on your stream, which, if you've seen them, it's basically like 8 ads back to back, 30 seconds a piece. And half the time, I'm watching the same one 3 times in a row. So I feel like there's a lot of work to do there, and I still think that's quite an aggressive way of pushing ads, especially whenever the actual creator's not really seeing much of a decent cut from that. So we've looked at Twitch's monetization options, but let's just take a moment to discuss the recent changes that have happened to Twitch's revenue splits. After announcing late last year that partners would be seeing a 50-50 cut replacing their current contract deals with Twitch as of June 1st, they then came out on June 15th with the Partner Plus program. Now, this is basically offering a 70-30 split to partners again, as long as you meet the criteria. But on top of meeting the criteria for the Partner Plus program, you would only earn a 70-30 split for 12 months and up to $100,000. So you can see that it does say you need to maintain a sub count of 350 minimum recurring paid subscriptions for 3 consecutive months, and the important word there is paid subscriptions. Because Prime subs and gift subs, they do not count towards qualifying you for the Partner Plus program. And I think this is kind of crazy because Prime subs and gift subs are a really big part of Twitch's subscription base, but you can't count those in this number. And I honestly can't imagine how difficult that's going to be for some people to reach that 350 sub count. So it makes what feels like an already difficult goal to reach even harder. Now, the one you've been waiting for, enter Kick. This platform has gained so much attention from streamers and news outlets, even more so recently, with Kick announcing some really big signings, such as the $100 million deal with XQC and Amarnath as well coming on board. And Kick have made no secret about it. They're coming for Twitch and they're going for the throat. Their marketing strategy is very much all about their revenue split and the occasional pot shot, with a bit of aggression as well towards Twitch. Kick's biggest sell, of course, is the 95-5 split, which they give the affiliates at 75 followers. Twitch is a bit of a mess at the moment, but it's holding relatively stable. Kick, on the other hand, it's just getting started and there's a lot of concerns to be addressed. Many have brought up Aiden Ross. He is a popular streamer who seems to have been involved in, let's just say, more than a few controversial incidents during his unmoderated live streams on Kick. Some argue that he is the reason anyone knows about Kick, others disagree, and there's controversy amongst the conversation. And while this is maybe generating more attention for Kick, ultimately his acceptance on the platform does not sit well with a lot of people and raises concerns about the moral foundations of Kick. Let's remember, Kick is owned partly by the people at Stake.com, a gambling company, and it seems that they are trying to capitalize on the opportunity of Twitch being in hot water more than once this year without consideration to some of the more important factors of being a live streaming platform. With that said, Kick came out on the 3rd of July to announce that they are putting in content preferences for categories such as pools and hot tubs, as well as gambling streams. This is a positive sign, I hope, because some of the owners of Kick are co-founders and owners of Stake, the gambling company. It does show a track record of listening to what the public is saying about their experiences on Kick. So if they keep moving in this direction of listening and changing based on what users on the platform are asking for, then they could be a real contender for being the #1 platform to live stream on. But only time will tell. Kick's creator dashboard is quite similar to what you would see on Twitch's creator dashboard, however there are far less features. As for future monetization potential on Kick, there has been mild discussion back in January from Trainwreck, one of the co-founders, regarding giving streamers an hourly wage on Kick, but nothing more has come of that, so until we have official things really happening, there's no point in guessing. Ultimately, if you're trying to decide on a place to stream for a living, the main two factors are discoverability and monetization, but support is equally important. I would compare each of these in detail, but honestly, YouTube seems to be the best one for a knowledge base for creators, with Twitch coming in second, and Kick, there's nothing really there just yet, so hopefully that will catch up in time. So, what platform are you on right now, and which platform do you think you want to be on? Let us know in the comments below, and any details that we've not touched on, feel free to share and discuss with us too. It's an exciting time for live streaming, and I think we can all agree that competition is healthy, but if you're going to back a platform, you want it to have your back, so just be careful which one you choose, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.